Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. It's your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys Ayakashi Triangle Chapter 79. Hopefully this video is out on Valentine's Day, where I'm behind on a couple of other videos, as, you know, it was Super Bowl weekend and Valentine's Day and all that stuff, right? There was a lot of stuff going on, plus a storm here Sunday night into Monday. So, a lot of stuff happening this weekend, but Ayakashi Triangle Chapter 79 is, well, it's Valentine's Day. So I guess this, you guys can tell from the thumbnail that I'm going to choose. Yeah, this is to be expected, Girl on girl action is always nice. It's usually always just, yeah. I got nothing else to say about this review, honestly. Nope. When you think about it, it's a perfect marketing ploy. I mean, the cover page shows Shadow Mai in various states of undress. And then Shadow Mai comes to the immaculate conclusion that the tongue skills of a 17-year-old girl is the entire reason that Matsuri and Suzu are solid. Now, taking that with a heavy grain of salt, not necessarily incorrect. At first, you're thinking I'm going to say, well, no, Shadow Mai's got to be completely off her rocker, right? Like, this is just a point to make some Ichi situation, that kind of stuff, right? To make some very, R-rated stuff happen. But no. In actual fact, when you think about it, a 17-year-old being ruled by their hormones. Yeah, I totally see it. I totally buy it. At first, it seems ludicrous, right? You start off the chapter, it's in the kiss. Suzu Kanade's tongue skills are the entire reason for everything, and that seems absolutely ludicrous. That seems absolutely ridiculous even, right? But then when you think about it, these are 17-year-olds. Hormones running goddamn rampant. I'm not so old that I don't remember what it was like to be a teenager, right? So, this point has merit. And not that I think Shadow Mai is going about this in a very consenting type of way, that we can talk about consent at a later date, but her reasoning that maybe if she could become a better kisser and she could turn on Matsuri more than Suzu, then Matsuri would fall for her sort of idea is not, it's a little out there, it's a little outlandish, but its basis is in fact that teenagers are horny and teenagers like to kiss. And the better you are at making out from an early age, trust me, you have to refine your skills when you come to my age. You really do. Otherwise, you ain't getting nothing. But no matter how sloppy or how soft you are or how hard or whatever, if you're at least half decent, 3 out of 10 skills, at that age, you're passing, right? So her idea of, all right, I'm going to step up my game. I'm going to step up my goddamn game. And when it comes to the making out sesh, then, not saying it would turn the tide, of course, because it's matters of the heart and everything, right? And this is Valentine's Day. We talk about the heart, right? We talk about the emotions and stuff. Yeah, all right. At the end of the day, whether you're banging every day and every hour on the hour, or you never have sex for the next 30 years, if you're in a committed relationship, at the end of the day, it still matters. There still needs to be that component. Whether you agree with your partner that, listen, neither one of us enjoy it, we never have, we don't really do that type of thing, that's fine, as long as the two adults in the relationship decide that. Same deal with people who want to bang every hour on the hour. That's fine too, if they both enjoy that, if they both agree to that. So, fact of the matter is that, yes, the heart is important. Yes, the emotions and love and all that stuff is very important. But to pretend that sex does not enter the equation at all is asking a relationship to fail. You need to be open, you need to be honest, you need to communicate where you like to be touched, how you like to be touched, how often you like to be touched, right? And both parties need to compromise on what works best for them. That's just the way a solid relationship works. And in this case scenario, once again, Shadow Mai, all basis in fact, a little outlandish, but all basis in a grounded, like if this was your thesis, right? And you presented this as your thesis, like, teenagers are horny and makeout skills matter, that would be a solid basis for a thesis. Now, her experiments are off her rocker. Her idea of how this is going to go down, and the conclusion she makes is outlandish. But the solid thesis, the hypothesis of her grounded work, on point as far as I'm concerned. And of course, let's call a spade a spade. At the end of the day, this is just to get some fan service. This is fan service 101. Ayakashi Triangle is Shonen Jump's fan service. Fairy Tail, eat your heart out, right? This is Fairy Tail, eat your heart out, because we're going all the way in. There's a reason I need to sign into my Viz account every damn week to read these chapters. Didn't have to used to, but they're just going above and beyond. They're just going above and beyond with this stuff. So, now Shadow Mai does enlist the help of Garaku, but Garaku says right off the bat, being an absolute mad lad, being a total Chad, just says, yeah, no. Like, that's not my world. And she's like, but you love me. He's like, I love who you were, not who you are. I was like, damn, this dude cold and factual. He resisted the lady. Very difficult to do. Just saying. Just very difficult to do when you have a busload of women willing to throw themselves at you. Very hard to do. It's a little more difficult than the guy working at a Home Depot. It's much more easy for a guy, like for that guy to go home and not have to flirt with his coworkers when you have, but when you're a superstar or a model and you have all these gorgeous women, half naked throwing themselves at you, it's much more difficult to resist and say, nah, I don't want to go for a drink, sorry, going home to the wife, who you had a fight with that day, right? So she's not happy with you. You have all these women willing to please you. It's a total situation. But Garaku standing his ground like a man this entire chapter. Good for him. Now, they enlist the help of the lippy Ayakashi, who transforms into a giant... This is just kind of... Read the chapter. She kisses a wall, and she gets turned on by it, and then Suzu and Matsuri and... Mai all have this confrontation, and pretty much in the end of the day, Suzu decides she's going to, instead of Matsuri cheating on her which we talked about cheating in the last review, without Matsuri cheating by kissing Shadow Mai and stuff in this kissing competition, which once again, people remember the keyword of consent, right? But outside of that, Suzu says, no, it's basically, since this is a reincarnation, it's sort of like me kissing myself, so it doesn't count, it doesn't matter, and it might as well, this is a better battle, it's me versus her. Just basically an excuse to have a lesbian moment, right? Because girl on girl, Yuri action, it boosts sales. Let's be realistic here. And, I mean, it's pretty down to the wire, and Matsuri has to showcase his kissy face in female form, which, alright, little Sundre here. But at the end of the day, showcases that, and then Suzu steps up her game. Shadow Mai's skills after testing out with Lippy the Ayakashi, the kissing Ayakashi, and bolstering her skills to Frieza training levels, and then gets completely defeated by Suzu at the end. Tongue action and all, Suzu wins and earns the title of Kissing Princess of Darkness, which is another outlandish title that yeah. So Shirogane is absolutely beside himself this entire chapter with all the shamelessness that is going on. And it is pretty shameless. There's a lot of shameless stuff going on here. At least, it's sort of fourth wall breaking in a sense. It's like, you know what you're doing, manga. You know what you're doing. You're selling us the fan service. It's shameless as hell. And we just keep coming back. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's Valentine's Day and people want to see people making out. I have no idea. But either way, as far as a fluff chapter that's going to go nowhere and has nothing to do with the rest of the plot, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. We get to see Garaku again after a while. That was kind of cool. A little cameo there. Shirogane's always fun to go shameless, you know. So if we're going to have a comedy fluff chapter like this, at least it was a little entertaining. But yeah, it is what it is. So what did you guys think, though? What did you think of the chapter? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget the fourth and most important thing is to drink. But I guess not as responsibly as I do. Drink more responsibly than I do if you choose to drink. And we'll see you guys back here next time. Hope you had a very happy Valentine's Day. And as I said in my One Piece review recorded earlier, please go buy somebody some flowers. whether you're in a committed relationship or not, you can buy some flowers for your mother, for your sister, for your friend, somebody who loves you. As a guy, I know it's very weird for people to think, oh, you know, you're giving flowers to a dude sort of idea. But no, listen, I have never received flowers in my life, and I would love to have received flowers once in my life. I am 31 years old and yet to ever receive even a single rose. So I'm going to tell you right now, don't feel bad about that. Bring some flowers to your brother, bring some flowers to your best friend, bring some flowers to your husband, girlfriend, wife, whatever, whoever you love in your life, they deserve it. Just saying. So that's all I got to say today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We will be back here for Ayakashi Triangle Chapter 80, of course. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See ya. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Sayonara. Hasta la vista, baby.